everybody and welcome on today's video. Today I'm a little bit in a hurry because the buds on this field maple are really starting to swell and I need to do 2 thread grafts. I could use a branch here somewhere in the back and maybe one here. So yeah, I need to do something because I'm going to lose the moment. Yeah, I need to do some trimming also, but first the thread graft. So I'm gonna get my drill and let's do that. There are a couple of reasons why you need to consider where you want your graft to come out. One of them being that the entry hole most of the time is clean and the exit is like an exploding Christmas pudding, so that's what you don't want. Another thing is that if you want your branch to come out horizontally, well, you have to drill horizontally, and I don't want that, of course, because on deciduous trees this is not a good growing pattern. So I like this branch. I think I would like to have an extra branch here, or maybe a little more. It's a good branch, but it's a little low on the tree, so that's what's bothering me. The thing is, can I get this one somewhere here? Well, that should be possible. Even a little lower would be acceptable because I don't want this tree to be much bigger than this. So let's drill a hole here. So that's one done, and as you see, that's not a clean hole, but it can be cleaned up, of course. And then that's good. And then I'd like to have one in the back, but on the other hand I have a bud here, so do I really need to drill holes here? Yeah, it might be stupid. So what I'm going to do is take this branch, which is a little longer, and thread it through this hole. Then I take some toothpicks and some wound paste. So let's do that. Great weather here today here in Belgium. Quite amazing. So I'm going to clean up this here and open it up with my toothpick. And I hope that I can thread this. Yeah, I had to make the hole a whole lot bigger than I would hope it to be, but yeah. Now, the further you can get your little piece of living branch through, the better. Now the hole is way too big, as you might see, so if I want this to work I need to double my toothpick at least. Yeah, that's gonna work. So not too long, of course, you don't want it to come out the other side. And the toothpicks must push the branch up, because that's how the callus forms. And then it's always a good idea to seal up the entry and exit wounds. Just a little bit of paste here. Like so. So that's good. All right. Now this tree is issued from an airlayer. There's a series on this little tree, and well, I'm going to come in for some detail. I remember that this tree had a quite nice root base, so maybe we should explore that and then work our way up to the top and see what can be done and what must be done. For starters, I'm going to have a look at the root base, and I remember that I just got it out of the big pots that you might have seen already. Yeah, and well, the root base is not bad, but it is not in a good soil mix. You see, it's a little bit too organic. So I'm going to clean this up a little and put that in a better mix. So this tree has a nice radial root base, absolutely. So that's something to be happy about. So I'm gonna pot this up real quick. Okay, so let me get some substrate. So I'll start with a little mountain. Well, the big mountain is not bad either. And I'll put the tree right on top. It's an oval pot, so oval pots are nice because you can put your tree right in the middle and try to position these roots as nicely as I can. It's extremely important to do that, because these are the roots that will be thick roots next year, and then you will not be able to handle them as well as you can today. So that's good. And always try to adjust these roots as nicely as I can. So now they're fixed. And I'm going to lift the tree and put some substrate under it. And that's what I need to work in. And that's what gets you a nice root flare. Like so. A little bit more, just to make sure that everything is where you want it. So, few roots sticking out, no problem. The tree can handle that. So now I know that this tree is well potted up. And of course it's gonna need a good watering. Nice. So again, it's not wired in, I never do that. Okay, so now let's look at the rest. So we have a good portion of branches here. There's a new bud here, which is also very nice. Then we have this terrible wound that is not nice, and that is callousing over. So you see a little better. I already tried to make that look as clean as I could. I can always wound this a little more so that I can see some green. Well, it's not a lot to remove. Okay, so now the whole thing is green again, and that will make the cambium roll back nicely, like so. And I'm going to cover that with wound paste as well. So now I need to see what buds I want to keep and what buds I want to remove, because like all maples, these field maples always make new buds. Well, this back branch is not bad, but it's not really radial. This one would be radial, so maybe I'll leave that just for this year. This branch is really very straight, and I have two good buds there, so I'm gonna remove that. Here in the top I have a very strong branch already that I don't really like too much, so I'll reduce that up to here. And then this is that stump, that little stump, and I don't want this to go too far. And then the top is of course, like always, a tricky portion. So I have a little bud here that I want to keep. This is going straight to heaven. And then, no, I'm going, let me see, yeah, and here I have a good bud, so I'm going to keep that one and then remove this top here. It will be in more than one snip, I think. Oh, that's okay. Little bud here in the back, that's okay. Little bud here, why not? Will help close this. So this will be my new leader, so that's very good. Here, well, these are good buds, but I have two other ones here that I prefer, because these branches, they get thick way faster than we would like them to thicken. Okay, so that's it. About this tree, I have a quite substantial collection of field maples, and honestly I have too much field maples. So if someone can pick this up, I would be completely okay with that. Just bring a bucket so that I can keep my pot. That would be possible, I think, or well, we'll find a solution. Of course, I'm not going to send this thing to the UK or America, Canada or Australia. That would be a little bit expensive, I think. But I think that's a tree with some potential. Maybe the top needs to be worked on a little more. But I think that is, yeah, it's a good base for a upright tree with a round canopy. And that's all you want for a convincing maple. So I think that's gonna be okay. The root base is not bad, can of course be improved. Like here in the back, there's a hole that I should take care of. Maybe graft a little field maple here in the future, but it's the back, so it will probably close and get a whole lot better. So that's all that I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.